Hey guys, so we're going to look at Beerus today, and I actually did go ahead and rainbow Beerus. I did. Let's think about this for a second. So on camera, I did was it like 800 stones, about maybe a little bit more, and I pulled 2 copies, which is actually really good. So I was like, you know what? I'll go back in maybe a little bit more. I think I purchased around like 600-ish more stones. And in those 600 stones, I ended up pulling 2 more copies of Beerus. So I figured I might as well just go for the last copy, and ended up pulling the last copy in like 200 stones. So in total, that was probably something like 1,800-ish stones that I used on the banner, maybe a little bit less. So that's really good. So, I mean, after the UI Goku shaft, I guess I deserve that, but hopefully this carries over to the anniversary. But Beerus, right? This video is going to be about Beerus. It's going to be a long showcase about Beerus. Everything's going to be about Beerus. So let's go over and see what he does first. Leader skill is Exploding Rage, or Realm of Gods. So that's what is that? That's our third true Realm of Gods leader. We have UI Goku, Zamasu, and now Beerus. Beerus does give the extra defense, which is good. So we have like an option if we want to use health or with Zamasu, or defense with Beerus. That's good. Super attack effect is he infinitely raises his attack and greatly lowers defense. So, I mean, on longer events, it's going to be very noticeable. Legendary Goku event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, the greatly raising attack is going to help him out a lot. So, let's go over here. Passive skill is he pretty much just wants to get hit first, right? Because then he activates the second part of that, which is the extra 70% attack and defense, which is going to add a lot to his numbers. And then he does extra stuff for it says Realm of Gods, category enemies, and changing orbs, and super effective against all types. So, then he also has this active skill, which is really, really easy to activate. It is the 4th turn, but 4 turns really isn't that bad. And then 70% health or lower is not also that bad. You might not see this in like Super Battle Road, but I don't think this is too bad of a condition. So it's very good. And 50% attack and defense, and then also attacks effective against all types. So even if you're not facing a Realm of Gods category enemy, so where you can't activate the attacks effective against all types from his passive, you can activate that through his active skill. So that's good. Links, he has a lot of attack from Links. Godly Power, Prodigies, Innocence, and Berserker are all attack links, as well as Fierce Battle. So he's kind of like just littered with attack links, which is a reason why I think you want to really try and maximize the support this guy's getting, especially when he's linked up with somebody like Whis, who's going to be his best friend right now. One of the big differences between Global and JP is that JP does have the Vados that came out alongside Kefla, whereas Global does not have Vados yet. So it's funny because Vados is actually a better support for Beerus than Whis is, and the reason for that is because Vados has the Innocence link, Whis does not, and Vados also supports Beerus with 60% attack and defense, where Whis is just 50% attack. But I think overall, like as a unit, I think I prefer Whis over Vados. Just the 70% chance to dodge on Whis is just too good. So his teams are Exploding Rage and Realm of Gods. Now, I've made teams for each of these categories, but I counted Exploding Rage and Realm of Gods as one team, just because that's Beerus' own team. So I have that as one. Then we have Movie Bosses, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, and Bond of Master and Disciple. The only category where I feel like this guy isn't really going to be super good is Worthy Rivals, and we'll go over that in a second. We'll take a look at the teams that I have set up here for Beerus. I think, is this the first team I have? Yeah, this one right here. So this is going to be the Siblings Bond team, and on as many teams as possible, I'm going to try and use Beerus alongside Whis because they're obviously meant to be used together, and Whis is going to contribute to a lot of Beerus' damage that he's able to do. So this team is going to be obviously Beerus and Whis' one rotation. The other rotation is going to be the LR Gohan and Goten alongside the physical support Gohan, and then you just have Android 17 and the Gohan down there on the right floating around along with the friend Gohan and Goten. Here's Beerus' own team. So I think right now, you can't do this on JP because UI Goku's not out yet as of recording this video, but basically the 2 rotations are going to be Beerus and Whis as 1, and then UI Goku and Spirit Bomb, Kaioken Blue Goku as the 2nd rotation, and the supporters are just going to be floating around. You're going to have the other Beerus floating around, so pretty powerful team. This is Realm of God / Exploding Rage, is that what they call it? Yeah, Exploding Rage. Then we have Movie Bosses. Now, you can go ahead and use a Broly, physical Broly lead, which is going to give you more attack. I think I do prefer to use Turles here for the extra support, because what I want my rotations to be are the 2 Beeruses together, so the LR Beerus along with the physical Beerus is one rotation, and then my other rotation, I think I'm going to do the Broly with Turles. Now that's going to be extremely fragile for Turles, because Turles is really not set up to take hits too well. But I think, you know, in something like, I don't know, like the longer events, or if you can like sort of maneuver Turles to not be in like the firing line, I guess, of the enemy, then it should be okay, because Broly can tank decently well after super attacking. So we'll see how this goes. Next, we do have the Bond of Master and Disciple team. So we're going to have the Future Gohan, as well as the Friend Future Gohan, both floating. Beerus and Whis are going to be rotation, and then we're going to have the Vegeta and Goku, the ones who got their awakening alongside Kaioken Blue Goku, as the other rotation, which is still like a really, really powerful rotation. So, and then obviously the Zamasu and Gowasu are going to be floating. And then lastly, we have, this is the Worthy Rivals team. Again, this is a team where I feel like it's kind of the most iffy. I ended up putting God Vegeta on the team, because God Vegeta is one of the only units on this team that has godly power besides Beerus, and that's a 15% attack link, so it's going to contribute a lot to his damage. The God Vegeta also has prodigies. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about here is, let's just take a look at his links again real fast. He doesn't, so Beerus' only key link is Shocking Speed, and that Vegeta does not have Shocking Speed. So this might be a situation where we're just having a lot of trouble super attacking. So it's going to be important to see like how exactly that works. Android 17 is going to be super important. You want him floating around. I don't believe this guy actually gives key. Let me just make sure. Yes, he does not. Actually, yeah. Okay, so that Vegeta should work, yeah. But he doesn't give key, which is the only problem. So, again, I don't really know if this is the best build for this team with Beerus on it. Probably, I mean, to be honest, you probably don't even want to run Beerus on this team. You probably would rather run the Strength Beerus, because he is a support for this category. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to try it out, see how it does. So those are the, 5 teams that I have for Beerus. So again, if you guys are not familiar with this video, what these types of showcases are, we take a look at the new unit through Super Battle Road, Dokkan events, Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, and then we take a look at, basically, I do a breakdown categorizing the strengths and weaknesses of the character. We talk about, you know, my ranking, quote unquote, of the character, and then we just go into the full, I guess, finale of the video, and then I say my overall thoughts and about how I felt about the character and how good I think they were in the video. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into Super Battle Road first. So, since the Realm of Gods Super Battle Road stage, I think to this day is still considered to be the hardest category stage, I think we're going to just use Beerus' own team in here and see how that works out. So, got a Rainbow Friend, so it doesn't really matter who's floating and who's staying on rotation with Whis, but hopefully our rotations are not too bad here. Let's go ahead and jump in, see how things go. We're starting out with, oh, okay, we got pretty good rotations. The only thing is, okay, so yeah, UI Goku is in the 7th slot, so we're going to have to sort of finagle our way around that. We do have Beerus on both rotations, though, so what's good about that is we can actually show him with and without Whis here. So off the bat, this is actually a pretty good starting rotation, because we have Supreme Kai of Time as well as Whis with Beerus here. Now, if we wanted to be ultra safe, we could just do this, right? And then Whis would have a 70% chance to dodge. Plus, I only have one dupe into Whis, but I do plan on going full dodge with Whis, just because I don't know. I prefer him to have the best chance possible to dodge, because that also then compounds into his passive, because he does get the extra 50% every time he dodges an attack. So we could do this, but I think for the sake of this video, we'll just do this. Do we need to use an item here? I think the answer is no, and we're going to attack Videl. I think there's a chance that if Beerus crits, Videl could just be obliterated instantly here, so we'll do this. Whis is sealing, remember that. So I think, let me just think about this. I think we want to seal him, just because next turn we're going to have Kaioken Blue Goku, and he's AGL type unit. Well, we could also just seal Devilman too, right? We might as well just do that. So we will do this, and then let Supreme Kai of Time attack Videl here, just in case she can take her out, and as well as, well, she also seals too. You know what, we'll also seal King Choppa as well, just to have both AGL enemies sealed there. I think we should be okay here, as long as Mr. Satan doesn't attack in the first slot. Okay, just in Super, I mean. 5.2, turn 1. Okay, Videl. Hold this, please. Hold this for us. I was hoping for an additional. Yeah, if that crit, she would have been done 100%. So 1.51 for him. He's going to seal Devilman here. and lowers attack and dodge that. Then she's going to Master Racer defense and seal King Choppa. So we should be okay here, no matter what. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. This should not do too much damage. That's, you know, it's not a little. Alright, so the problem here is that if Videl decides to super in the first slot, you know, her first attack on Beerus, it's going to be pretty bad. Beerus has 150,000 defense, so if he gets hit with a normal once and then gets supered, we should be okay. But that's a big risk to take, especially when we have two tech units attacking in the last slot as well with this guy here. So I think I'm going to have to use an item. I think I'm going to use a Whis. And what we're going to do is we're going to... because another issue is Ki, right? Because she actually shares shocking speed with Beerus. But I want this guy to be on rotation because I'm going to try and eventually get this guy to be linked up alongside UI Goku. I don't know, our rotations really weren't that good. You know what, we'll attack Mr. Satan here. Actually, do we? No, we'll attack Videl. And then Kaioken Blue can't super, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That sucks. So, just in case we can get in like an additional or something, we will attack you. We'll get this one key sphere here. And then we can have the West Kai. It doesn't really matter. Just have her attack him as well. Okay, so he didn't super at all. Okay. 3.7, so pretty big difference there with that Whis. So she's done. Additional, that's really good. Gonna get that extra, basically 4 million attack stat onto Hercule here. So hopefully we get a crit, please. Oh, nice. That's a big deal because now he's done. Okay, so yeah, good thing we have that Whis active. That actually worked out really well. So both tech enemies are now taken care of, and everything should be okay now. We'll put UI Goku at the end, and I don't really think we have anything to worry about because we do still have the Whis active. Going to attack him, just in case. We will have Whis go ahead and seal him. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's do it. And then UI Goku's not going to be able to do anything. It doesn't matter for now. Still trying to set up the rotations because they didn't start out too well. 4.27, just like every turn it's like 4 million. This should kill, I think. Oh, crit for sure, yeah. And an additional. By the way, my Beerus has 17 crit and... no. 17 additional and I believe 9 crit. Let's take a look after this. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it is 17 additional and 9 crit, because I was debating going just full additional. But I do like to sort of split it up a little bit more evenly than that. Just, I don't know. I think crits are still important, because if you're not going up against Realm of Gods category enemy, he's not doing effective against all types. Yeah, 17 additional and 9 crit. Okay, and then the friend is at... Oh, he went full crit, so 15 crit and 11 additional. Okay, that's an interesting choice. So we'll keep this rotation here. Actually, we're going to just have you be here. And then I think after this we should be good. Doesn't even matter if you don't super. Kaioken's going to kill him here. So we'll move on to the next fight. Okay, so we finally have our rotations set up the way we want them to be, but this is unfortunate, so we can highlight this point now about Beerus, is we're not getting attacked in the front. So this is going to... what this means is that it's impossible for Beerus to actually get that extra 70% attack and defense, you know, for his attack. So his attack stat's not going to be nearly as high. In fact, I think in this situation it's better to just do this and make sure that Whis is able to defend adequately against that first slot. Now... there's no strength unit attacking in the second slot there against Beerus, so I think we should be okay here, and then there's no tech unit attacking in the last slot, so I think this is actually pretty good. I think I am still going to go ahead and use the Icarus here just to be super safe, and then that'll also affect us next turn as well. So let's do this, and we'll have Whis go ahead and seal Roshi, because we have 2 strength units attacking on the next rotation, so if Roshi decides to super either of them, it would be really bad. We'll do this, and then Beerus, we'll just have you attack the Korean Hermit here. Just if you can get as much damage in as possible, that would be great. And then Weskai will just have you target him as well, just to get as much damage as possible. I'm not even going to super with her. Yeah, we'll just get this one orb here. It's fine. This should be okay. And then we'll, again, sealing him just to make sure that next rotation's in the best position that it possibly can to survive. We do still have the Icarus active as well, so we should be okay. Okay, yeah, one dodge is all we really need to take no damage from the rest of these guys here. 4.3 is still really good, though. Wow. Oh, he's done. One shot. Okay, you can actually see his attack stat there would have been 5.5 if he was attacked first. So that's in Super Battle Road for a TUR, that's like no other TUR can really reach that. This is actually pretty good too. UI Goku's still insane in this mode. Roshi is sealed, so we don't have to worry too much about him. Defense is almost 100k off the bat, and we do have the Icarus active, so I think I'm going to focus on Mutai Ito. We can't Ultra Super, unfortunately. Well, we can if we get enough dodges, right? So we need to dodge 2 of those, what, 5 attacks? So we should be able to get the Ultra Super attack off, to be honest. We'll save those for Beerus, so we can get this. And then Beerus, we can give you these. So that should be a super attack as well. Things are going pretty well. No item needed here. We do already have the Icarus active, so the dodge. Dodge, so that's all we need for the Ultra Super attack. Dodge this. No, okay. Great. That didn't even do too much anyway, so we're good. Alright, so we dodged 3 times, we got hit twice. Not the most lucky thing ever, but 3.5 million is pretty good. No support on rotation versus Mutai Ito. If we get a crit, it's going to be very good. And we do! Nice. Okay. We can actually take him out here, I think. We'll see. There's no support, so Beerus' damage is going to be very low. We'll see. I'm saying like 1.4. Oh, wow. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Wow, so even without any support and without getting hit, he's still over a 2 million attack stat. That's really good. Okay, so let's see. Our item is done, so we have no more Icarus active. Defense should be okay. You know what? So Grandpa Gohan supered last turn. I'm not ultra worried about him supering in the first slot. I mean, we're going to attack Master Roshi, right? And I'm going to attack him with Whis too, just to seal him. So I'm happy with just doing this. I don't think we need an item here. I don't think there's any point to using an item. We'll do this, and then we'll have you seal him at the end, so that we can have both of them sealed for next turn, which is good. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we shouldn't take any more damage here. 5.47. If this crits or we get an additional, we're in really good shape here. No additional, okay. Alright, so we're going to seal both of them now, so we should be okay. Hopefully Whis dodges this one attack here. Doesn't. That sucks, but we still take nothing, because his attack's lowered. Okay. And sealing Grandpa Gohan, so now we're good. Both of them are sealed for this turn, so nothing really to worry about. I just have Goku attack him. We'll just get all these. Do this, and we're good. .3 from this Goku. Yeah, this team is crazy. I mean, in Super Battle Road, you don't really see these numbers like this too much. So, I don't know. Can we kill him? I don't know. We have to crit, I think. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, now he's dead. How close are we to a Dokkan attack? I wasn't really paying attention. We're gonna get it in the next fight, I think. I do really want to get it with Beerus, though. So we're actually gonna avoid same type orbs here. I can't even super. I can super with Beerus at the end. If I do this, that should be enough. We really shouldn't need to. We really shouldn't need to be hit to kill this guy with Beerus here, especially with Whis on rotation. But we have to get the same color orbs here. Yeah, we have to do it. We have to do it. So we're gonna get the Dokkan mode next turn. Oh, we got the additional. We didn't even need to get those. Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on to the next fight. Alright, well, if you guys are looking at what I'm looking at, then you already know what we're doing, and it's this. Look at that. They're all attacking in the first slot. Okay, well, this is going to be Dokkan attack, so I think a max key one, yeah, with UI Goku. Okay, well, I mean, this is not the UI Goku video, but yeah, he's going to be doing some work here for sure. We'll do this just in case Krillin's alive, which, spoilers, he won't be alive. And then who do I want to seal? I think I want to steal Tien, because if he survives, then he's going to be annoying for Beerus next turn. So we'll steal Tien just in case. I don't think it's going to matter. We're probably going to one turn this stage right here. Just dodge. Please dodge. Come on. You really? Okay, only 2 dodges is kind of bad. I would have obviously preferred all 4, but this is the best we got, so oh well. Okay, it's possible they don't all die now. We're going to have to get lucky with crits here. He's at 4.53. That could have been over 5 easily if he dodged the first 2 attacks. Alright, let's see what he's at here. Let's see what we get here. Crit. Okay. Okay, well... Alright, I worried about it for no reason. So, yeah. This team is pretty stupid. Again, JP can't actually run this team yet, so this is, I guess, quote-unquote, a global exclusive team for now. But pretty easy. How many items did we use? 2? Let me see. I mean, that's easily no itemable. If we get the rotation set up immediately, we used 2 items. So, very easy. I don't even think we needed to use both those items, but yeah. That was Super Battle Road with the Explosion of Rage / Realm of Gods team. Let's move on to a Dokkan event next. Okay, so I think in terms of testing out this Worthy Rivals team, I think we're just going to do it in a Dokkan mode because I really am not too confident about how this team is going to work. As long as we can set up the rotation of the God Vegeta and Beerus and confirm that it's going to be close to impossible to actually get super attacks off, then I think that's all I'm going to need to see to basically conclude that I would, in all cases, rather just have the Strength Beerus on this team over... Okay, of course he's in the 7th slot, too. Like... Sure. We're not going to get any of the key items, just so it's realistic. Yeah, that's going to be all the confirmation I need to just, you know, reinforce the fact that Strength Beerus is probably a better fit for this team than Physical Beerus is. But, I mean, Physical Beerus is not to be slept on, even if he's not going to be, you know, super attacking as often as he should be. So we're going to keep God Vegeta on rotation, just because I want, when Beerus is going to float here, I want him to have access to him. So we'll do this. I'm going to actually float off 17 because I want no support when they are together. It's because I want to see them. I want to see Beerus and God Vegeta without a support helping them out. So, we'll see. I mean, you know what? We'll just cut until we get to that rotation because this no one really cares about Dokkan events at this point. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so look at this. So Beerus... He's starting out the rotation with 6 key, which is typical. I mean, so God Vegeta, he gets key in his passive, I think. He has to. Yeah, key +3. So, we got lucky with the orbs here because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we didn't really get lucky, or there's 6 orbs there, but we didn't get lucky because Beerus does, again, change orbs if there's a Realm of Gods category enemy active. So, if there was no Realm of Gods category enemy there, then those 2 rainbows in the middle would have not been there. So we wouldn't have been able to get a super attack with him. Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, we got lucky, so I'll take it. So we'll just get these, and we'll continue. God Vegeta, you can just get these. And then Nail is under the influence of the 4 key leader skill from Piccolo because he's a Namekian, so that's good. So he doesn't have to worry as much about the key issues. So this is going to do not that much. No support on rotation, so whatever. And then we're going to probably just... Oh, only 2.6, huh? Yeah, there's no support, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's really not the best. And then God Vegeta's at 1.1. Yeah, I don't... Again, okay, so this is pretty reinforcing. Because it's just, I mean, these numbers aren't really too impressive. In a Dokkan event, they're really not going to matter because Dokkan event's just easy, but if you want to take this team into something like the Legendary Goku event, it's not a good idea. Yeah, we'll do this. But yeah, so I think I was right. This is probably Beerus' worst team by far. I don't really think any other team he's bad on. I think this is just this team. So yeah, that's it. Definitely strength Beerus. I would easily much rather run him over the physical one for this team. So we'll do one more turn with the other rotation, and then we'll call it this Dokkan event, and then I think we'll go ahead and jump into Infinite Dragon Ball history next. So now that we're getting into these longer events, things are going to start looking really good for Beerus because he's going to be able to take advantage of his infinite stacking attack, which is going to definitely make a difference. So here we go. Of course there's no attack in the front, right? Let's just go. He's going to be a super effective against Beerus too because he's the realm of God's enemy. And he's going to be taking a super attack here too. Is that the first attack he's super attacking? I think it is. Yeah, he's going to take a decent amount of damage here. I could put God Vegeta in the front. In fact, I think I actually will do that. Yeah, we'll just put him there. And then, yeah, he's not going to be hitting hard at all. Because even when he got hit first, he was only at like a 2.1 million attack stat. So this is going to be like 1.6, 1.7. Let's see. Oh, he's still at 2.1. Huh. I guess that stacker actually did help more than I thought. Okay. I mean, that's... He's okay on this team. He's not that good. Would have been a 2.7 if he got hit first. Yeah, I mean, the strength one's definitely better on this team. So now that we've seen that, let's go ahead and move on to Infinite Dragon Ball history with a different team. Okay, so we're going to jump into the Infinite Dragon Ball history versus Super Warriors, the Androids Cell Saga stage with Siblings Bond. And Siblings Bond's interesting because it's kind of similar to Beerus' own team where you have like two very, very powerful rotations with one main attacker and then one supporter sort of like attached to them permanently. Gohan and Goten's going to be one rotation with the physical Gohan, and then Beerus and Whis are going to be the other rotation, and then the floaters are just going to be 17, the strength Gohan for the support, and the other Gohan and Goten. Okay, so we finally have the rotations set up the way we want them. Beerus, this is going to be his second attack, so he's only been able to stack once. We do have the Gohan as well as Whis here, so Beerus is going to be doing a lot of damage. He also is getting attacked in the front slot, so defense is at 100k prior to getting hit that first time, so I mean, we could honestly see him just solo Tien with if he gets a crit. So this could be pretty insane. Let's see. So Tien's going to do, hopefully not a super. Okay, the first stack of course is a super, so this is going to do a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but, you know, it'll be significant. Yeah, if that was after the first attack, he would have taken like 0 damage from that. 5.1. Okay, that's pretty insane. Crit? Yes, okay. Just instantly obliterated. Okay, so this is Beerus without both supporters. He just has Whis on rotation, but this should still be a pretty good attack stat. Oh, actually, I just realized we can't even super attack. This is really bad. So typically, I mean, Beerus only needs 2 ki to get the super attack with paired up with Whis, right? But this is very bad. The reason why he only needs 2 ki, by the way, is because this leader skill does give 4 ki to Siblings Bond. Normally he would need 3. So even only needing 2 ki, we can't super. That's very unlucky. But nonetheless, let's see if we can maybe get an additional here. We'll do this, and then don't forget that Whis is supporting Gohan and Goten with 50% attack. So they're going to be hitting quite hard as well, even though they're not linked up with the best partner in Whis. Hopefully we can get an additional super attack. We do! 4.48. Okay, I'm happy that I gave my Beerus mostly additionals. Pretty good damage there. And then Whis. I kind of want Whis to take some damage because I want to get the active skill at some point in this run. Okay, he's not going to take damage now. Gohan and Goten are now up to 4 million. I don't think this one is even supered once. So these guys are still pretty insane. Later on in this fight, we'll take a look at the other one on the other rotation. Once he has like his best rotation, it's because he People don't really talk about them anymore, but they're still like insane. Okay, so here we are against Goku. Now the unfortunate thing here is that we did get the active skill, but there's no attack in the front slot, so I'm gonna forgo using that here. The only problem is if Beerus gets supered initially on that first attack, because we're gonna take a lot of damage from that. I think we should be okay. We do have Android 17 on the rotation giving Beerus the defense, so 113,000 is not bad, but we do have type disadvantage. I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to try and not get the same type of orbs because I do want to remain below the threshold for the active skill. So we can get the active skill next rotation with Beerus around, but I think we should be okay here. Again, he's not being taxed in the first slot, which is really, really unfortunate because he can't get the full passive. So yeah, 3.6, he would have dodged anyway. Additional for 3.8. Okay, so we're building that attack stat up through his super attack stacks, which is good. Okay, nice. So yeah, okay, he's good. We shouldn't have an issue mitigating all the damage here with dodging. So I think we're a-okay here. There's a super, he dodges, okay. And then, yeah, he's going to take double digits from now on. Pretty good. Let's take a break and be right back. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be Beerus' best attack stat this entire fight. The reason being, we are getting attacked in the first slot, we have Whis on rotation, we have his active skill, and we have the double supporter here with the strength Gohan. So we're going to go ahead and activate his active skill, get hit, and then see just how much damage he's able to do here. Alright, so he gets the 50% attack and defense. His defense is up to 151k even before getting hit. So here we go. Let's do all this stuff. Got the best setup possible pretty much, unless we, continue stacking his attack, because that's also a possibility that we just keep doing that forever and ever. So there really is no best or highest attack stat for him. But yeah, this is going to be pretty nuts. Hopefully he doesn't dodge. 9.2. Okay. That's a dead Goku right there. Yeah. Plus, just don't forget, he also gets effective against all types with that active skill, so it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so we should be able to take out this Gohan here this turn with Beerus, so we'll go ahead and get these. Next turn, we're going to have the best possible turn with Gohan and Goten in the other rotation, so we'll actually show that as well. Let me just knock out Gohan real quick. Okay, good, he didn't super in the first attack, so we should be good. 5.3, only one supporter here now. At this point, Beerus has been able to stack up his attack so much that we only need to have Whis on the rotation for him to be doing like these crazy attack sets, and then a 2 million normal attack for good measure. So yeah, we'll kill Gohan here and then move on to the final stage. I do want to show the other rotation just because it is going to be a fully built up Gohan and Goten with double support, which is. And this is his best team too, because he gets the 4-key 170 attack. So I mean, you guys are about to see this. This is beyond crazy. I might actually do this because I mean the second slot has has one more attack there. Actually, no, it's the same, right? Yeah, whatever. Let's just do this. Defense, by the way, is at 294k. No items used, as you can see here. So we'll do this. We'll get him all these physical orbs, and then they're at max key. We'll grab this as well, and if they get a crit on Gohan, like, things are going to get crazy. Okay, that's fine because we have type advantage. I know this is the Beerus showcase, but I do want to show this because this is not something you see every day, right? Rainbow Gohan and Goten with best rotation possible, best team possible, fully built up. It's pretty wild. 8.4. Okay. They can't get higher, obviously, if you have like B-Pan and stuff, or like, the other like setup for this, but in a realistic scenario, I think this is probably their peak because they had that, and then they also had the one additional. So they were with those two combined, they were over 10 million. It's just insanity. All right, Beerus. 113,000 defense. So we'll just go ahead and grab this. I mean, this team at this point, like these are I think this might be like the best setup for the team. Both rotations are just monstrous. You've Gohan and Goten on the other rotation with his best partner, and then you have Beerus in here with his best partner. I mean, 5.5. That Gohan and Goten is getting like 7+ million every turn. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is going to do next to no damage because we have 17 on rotation. Plus, we got hit already. 24k. Okay, try again next time. And then Whis can just basically just mitigate all this as well. So I mean, yeah, this is a pretty crazy team. Maybe we'll get one more rotation in with Beerus. If so, we'll be right back. Whis refuses to dodge. That's great. Actually, can we get the active skill with Go On and Go 10? Let's see if we can. Oh, is 17 just going to go off here? We healed up, so not going to be able to get that. But yeah, we'll be right back. Actually, you know what? This rotation might just end it. We have like the best possible setup for Go On and Go 10. I mean, for this rotation, right? Because we have 2 of them alongside the best partner. Unfortunately, we can't get a 20 or an 18 key super. Actually, yeah, we can. We can get this. That's enough. Yeah. And then we can just do this. And their defense is at over 200k for both, so we should be okay. So we'll finish up this event, and then we'll head over to the Legendary Goku event, and we'll see how well Beerus does there. Spoilers, he's going to be insane there as well. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll get that done, and then we'll go into the breakdown. Alright, so this is going to be the last gameplay portion of the video. We're going to be going into the Fighting Legend Goku, or as most people know it, Legendary Goku event with the Bond of Master and Disciple team. Now this team is obviously very geared towards dealing with longer type events, which is what this is, so we should have no issues whatsoever. The only team I didn't show off in this video was the movie bosses team, I think. Yeah, this is the only team I didn't show off, but I mean, you can see it's going to perform well. I mean, obviously instead of the Future Gohan here, we'd have another Turles, so it's a lot of support for Beerus and LR Beerus, and then Broly also is getting the buffs as well from the support. So basically those 3 hitters, and then just a bunch of supporters, which would do well. But it wouldn't do well in this event, which is why I'm not taking it in. Just, you know, Turles would get destroyed, the physical Golden Frieza would get destroyed, and Metal Cooler won't exactly do too well either, so this is obviously more geared towards just clearing stuff fast. Super Battle Road could do well, so I don't know. But we'll go ahead and take this into the Legendary Goku event here. Obviously, again, this is just this team is going to utterly destroy this event. Unfortunately, the friend only has 0 dupes, so he's only at 55%, but that's to be expected because Future Gohan has only been around once on Global. But yeah, we'll cut until we get to, like, I don't know, maybe like Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, just so that we can, you know, start building up some stuff, and that's when the event starts to ramp up in difficulty as well. Alright, so here we are against Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Obviously, this is not going to be too difficult to just knock him out immediately. The big thing to note is that Beerus in this event obviously is super effective against Realm of Gods category enemies, and this Goku is technically the same Goku that we have access to in our own boxes, which is the Transforming AGL Goku, who starts at Super Saiyan and goes all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. And from this point on, well, technically from the Super Saiyan phase onward, every single phase is a Realm of Gods because he's the same version of that card. So Beerus is going to be super effective against all types against this entire event now. So things are going to get stupid. Beerus is just going to be annihilating every single stage with minimal effort. And that's pretty much how this is going to go for the rest of this point on. I'll just get this. He's not going to survive this one attack from Beerus, who's about to be at a 5.3 million attack stat, just automatic every single turn. Just instant 5+ million attack stat. Goodbye. Okay, here we are against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, he did not super last turn. Beerus does have 90k defense, so if he supers in the first attack, it could be a lot of damage, but other than that, we should be okay. So we'll get these. Closing in on a Dokkan attack. I'm probably going to get one next phase with the other rotation, but that's fine. He should not survive this turn, I don't imagine. We'll see. Okay, there's a super after he attacked once. How much is this going to do? 71k is pretty much nothing. 5.6 there. So again, he is crawling up a little bit every single time he does super attack, which is good. So we'll knock him out here pretty much. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Haven't gotten many additional attacks with him so far, unfortunately, but that's a dead Goku. We'll move on to Super Saiyan God. Alright, so, I mean, we're pretty much going to take care of the Goku here. We have the Gowasu and Zamasu rotation, which means that our defense is going to be super high, 106,000. Is this a 170% defense team, right? Let me just make sure. Yes, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and just kill him here. I think we should be able to kill him. We don't have double supporters here, which is the only thing because we have up until this point with double Future Gohan. But this should still be able to take care of him. This is like, you know, Beerus versus God Goku, the legendary fight in Battle of Gods. Come on, Beerus. What are you up to here? 4.9. Okay, yeah, again. So without the double support, he's a little bit lower than 5 million, but I mean, 4.9 is still insane. And effective against all types. Additional? No. Okay. Well, and then I guess we don't have the power to take him out this turn then. That's fine. Yeah, okay. We will come back and fight off Blue Goku, and then we're going to start getting into the really tough fights, the really tough phases of this fight. Alright, back to double support. We do have Whis in the middle there being attacked a lot by Blue Goku, but Whis being Whis, he should be okay. Beerus is probably going to be close to 6 million at this point. He's been able to stack his attack a decent amount of times. Again, we haven't gotten a single additional yet, which is unfortunate, but I do expect over a 6 million attack set here, I think. Yeah, 6.1. Okay, perfect. So he's still building up. I do still want to get that active skill. Optimally, that would be in the final phase. There we go, finally an additional. Okay, so now, I mean, he was, what, 6.1, now he's 6.3, so like 200k every single attack. It's going to add up. Oh my god, he almost just took care of him by himself. Alright. So, we'll move on to Str Ui Goku next. Yeah, we're okay. Oh, this might hurt a little bit. We only dodged one attack. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're good. Okay, Whis. Calm down. This is the Beerus showcase, not your showcase. Okay, so Strength Ui Goku, we're getting attacked a lot at the end. I don't think that's going to be such a big deal because the Gohan does greatly raise his defense on super attack. If we get supered at the end, we're going to take a lot. That's just, there's no avoiding it. Now, if Beerus gets supered first attack, we are going to be in trouble. But, oh, we can't even super. Oh, the key is so bad. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do here is do this. Just so that we can have Beerus super attack, because I do want to keep stacking that. Obviously he's going to do a lot less damage, but the key is just really bad. Okay, we'll do this. We'll have Beerus get these orbs, and then Future Gohan, he can't super either. Oh, he can. We got lucky. That's super lucky. Yeah, this key was really bad. Okay, that's fine. We did okay there. Oh, he did super in the first slot. That was good that I didn't put him there then. Okay, so nice. 5.1 without even getting hit first. Okay, that's ridiculous. No additional. Okay, he does take a lot though. So now we don't have to worry about this guy getting super. So we shouldn't take too much damage. This is the friend, doesn't have any dupes, so he's gonna take a little bit. Oh, 57k is a lot actually. Okay, are we dead? No, we should, oh, he dodged. Okay, I don't think we'd be dead anyway. Okay, I think this rotation should be okay. We'll be right back. Okay, so again, I think the optimal play here would be to just do this, but for the sake of the showcase, I'm going to actually put Beerus here. If he decides to super... I mean, he just supered last turn in, like, the last slot, so if he... I don't think there's a chance he does it in the first attack this turn. That would be, like, such bad luck. But we'll do this. If he gets hit first, fine. He's going to take a lot. I mean, we do have Glossoms and Monster giving him extra defense, so it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not using any items. We haven't used a single item yet, by the way. So we'll see what happens. Okay, cool. So we should be okay. Yeah, he's taking nothing from normals now. Up to 5.7 with only one attack supporter. Please give me an additional attack. Yes. Okay. 5.9. Don't dodge. Okay. Nice. That's a lot of damage. Okay, cool. So, I mean, the only bad thing about this is he can super Glossoms and Zamasu in the back. That would be really bad. Oh, he's gonna do it, huh? We gotta dodge. We gotta dodge. Please. Okay, well, I guess we'll come back and we'll get back to the same point. I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are at the final phase, UI Goku. Our defense, 90k. We stacked up a decent amount at this point. No items are active. I did have to use a few items just to get through that strength phase, just because I really didn't want to start over again. Although we didn't really need to use any of these items so far, actually. Now, we can be in trouble if the last attack, like one of those last ones over there, decides to super. We do have 84,000 damage, which isn't bad. First of all, we'll get these. Then we'll just give you these. Is he gonna be able to super? Yeah, he is. He greatly raises his defense. Do we need to use an item? I don't think so. I'm not gonna use an item. We won't use one. Alright, Beerus, what are you gonna be up to here? Okay, that's good. He takes 95k, which is nothing. 7.4. Did dodge it, but that's a lot of damage. Of course, Whis doesn't dodge, and then this guy should be okay. He's over 100,000 defense, so I mean, he'll take a little bit of damage here, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get the Dokkan attack next turn. I do want to try and get the active skill, but it's pretty difficult because these guys are healing every turn, so we'll see. Alright, so I forgot that we can't dodge in this phase, so Whis is really not the best unit here. We're probably going to use an item. I'm going to go ahead and use a Whis. Not for Beerus, but for Whis, because Whis is going to have a tough time here without being able to dodge. We'll go ahead and do this. Whis, I don't even care if he's super attack, because I definitely want the future Gohan to super attack, because he builds his defense, so we'll make sure he does super. Yeah, Whis, I mean, Whis, all he's doing right now is just being a battery, attack battery for Beerus. 7.65. Hopefully we get an additional normal for 3.8 million. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get hit here. Okay, it's not too bad. I do want to get supered so that we can try and get the active skill, please. He hasn't supered in like 4 turns. Okay, there we go. It's gonna do like 100 and something thousand. Now I'm gonna try and avoid same type orbs next turn so that we can not heal up. This guy should be okay. We do have a Whis active. Alright, so I'm going to actually show next turn. These guys have had a lot of defense built up. I mean, I'm going to have to get the opposite type orbs here. So we'll give you these. And then we'll give the Goku the green ones. I mean, that's a lot of defense. And then Gohan, you can get this. And then we should be okay. We do have a Whis still active, so... Next turn, we should be able to get the active skill. I hope. Yeah, I think we will be able to. We'll be just under the threshold. So that will be good. Beerus, I mean, hopefully this guy doesn't double super and kill him. We should be okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Beerus will for sure kill him. The only thing is we just have to hope he doesn't dodge the attack, right? Actually, is it unavoidable? Wait, are we over the threshold still? Okay, nice. Perfect. But we have to do this, I think. Yeah, because it goes away with the link active. Let me just make sure. Yeah, and guaranteed to hit for 1 turn. Okay, so it can't be dodged. Nice. Okay. This is going. I mean, we don't have a double support rotation here. We only have the Whis. Unfortunately, we don't have future Gohan here, but this should kill Goku, like for real. Our defense is at 159k. Whis will die probably if he takes the super attack. So hopefully Beerus just kills him. If not, we're gonna be just done anyway. Okay, Beerus, what do you got for us? $9.8. All right, well, almost 10 million. If that was double support, that would be like 11 or 12 million, probably. Goodbye, Goku. Okay, so here we are over in the unit evaluation section of the video. We're going to basically rank Beerus among 5 different categories that I have here, those being offense, defense, short events, long events, and usability. Usability is like, you know, an other category, and I just lumped a bunch of, I guess, things in there, like how many categories is he on, how easy is he to use on all those categories, does he fit in all those categories very well, stuff like that. So offense, I went ahead and gave him a 10. In terms of like TURs and just even LRs, this guy is like in the tippy top tier of damage. Like, you saw, like, you just throw him in the first slot turn 1, he's at like a 5 million attack stat, or 4 million attack stat even. And then he's also super effective against all types against Realm of Gods. He's creating orbs against Realm of Gods units. So, I mean, in his best scenarios, like, there are very few units who can even match this guy's damage output. So I gave him a 10 for offense. Defense, I gave him a 9. Now, defensively, he's actually really good because after he gets hit that one time, his defense is going to be like pushing 200,000, even higher, and that can be like turn 1, right? The only problem I have with his defense is that first attack. It's actually happened fairly often at this point, to me at least, where I'm getting supered that first attack from a lot of enemies. Like in Super Battle, if you put him in the first slot and both the enemies in the first slot just decide to super you, like you're gonna take a lot of damage, and there's no way around it. So for me, I think for the most part, he's really good defensively, but there are instances in where he can take a ton of damage, especially if you don't have him alongside a defensive support unit, because a unit that's giving him defense support is going to compound with that multiplied separately bonus that he's getting from being hit. So that'll help him a lot, but without that, he's really not going to be like an impenetrable wall, basically. But I think in most cases his defense is adequate, which is why I gave him a 9. Short events, I also gave him a 9. He's really good alongside stuff like Whis and other supporters. So I mean, in the Super Battle Road video, or portion of this video, he was able to carry the team pretty much. So I mean, I really didn't have any issues with him in Super Battle Road, and the Dokkan events are just like a joke. If you run, obviously I used the worst possible team for him in the Dokkan event in this video, because I just wanted to test it out. But if you're using him on like his own team in the Dokkan event, he's gonna one-shot every phase. It's just how it's gonna be. But Super Battle Road, I feel like once Vados comes out, I mean, I've seen videos of people using Vados with this guy along with Whis, and he's pretty much just like, he's one-shotting every unit in Super Battle Road. So I don't really know what else to say. I mean, the reason why I give him a 9 out of 10 is because obviously, the same reason why I gave him a defensive as a 9 as well, is because the first slot, if he does get supered by like a strength enemy, he's gonna take like 400k damage. That's the only reason. And also the fact that you have to really just build a team around him. But we'll talk about more of that in a second. Long events, 9.5. The only reason why I think he has a better score for long events, why I gave him a better score for long events, is because of the fact that he does stack his attack. And that is going to actually stack very quickly, just based off of what he's doing. You want to give him 20 additional. He's a physical unit. He's getting more additional from the potential system just naturally, so he's going to be benefiting from that more than other units typically are. And I mean, his defense is pretty sufficient. The only real problems that I had with this guy running in longer events is in the Legendary Goku event against Str Ui Goku, but that's to be expected. Like, any physical unit is just going to get crushed unless they're like built specifically to like stack defense and they have mitigation and stuff. But this guy obviously is not built that way. But in every other phase of every other long event in the game, this guy is going to be like A1. So that's why I give him a 9.5. Now, usability. This is sort of where I think Beerus isn't in that like super top tier in terms of like all the other TURs in the game, all the other LRs in the game. So Beerus is really a unit that you want to make sure you are building the entire team around him. You want to run him with Whis, you want to run Vados on the team, on JP. You want to make sure you have a floating defense or a floating support unit. You want to ensure that he's not getting hit too many times in the first slot, otherwise there's a good chance he gets supered there and takes a lot of damage. So when you're comparing this guy to other top TURs or other top LRs in the game, like Cooler, stuff like that, I think Cooler is a prime example of a unit that you can just put anywhere and he's going to be good. As long as, the allies are in the same category as him and he's buffing them. Beerus, it's like, as a leader, so for example, when the fusions come out in year 5, I think you're still gonna want to use this guy as the leader for the Realm of Gods team, but you're gonna obviously prioritize Gogeta and Vegito as a rotation over Beerus. So if you have Beerus like floating around, he's not going to be nearly as impressive on his team because he's not getting hit for his supers, he's not getting support, so he'll be at like 2 million attack, but like that's it. And defensively, he's not going to be doing super well either, because usually, if you're in the third slot, you're not getting attacked multiple times. So if you get supered there, it's just like, okay, well, now Beerus is sitting here taking like 300,000 damage from a super attack because he hasn't gotten hit yet. So I think those instances are why I gave him a 7. Now, 7's not bad, right? A 7 is not a bad score because he does fit on like all of his categories. He's really good on, except for Worthy Rivals. So like that's the only one that he's pretty lacking on. So I mean, it's not like he's unusable on his other category teams. It's just if you use him on those other teams, like we saw with Siblings Bond, we saw with Bond of Master and Disciple, you want to make sure that those rotations are all set up for him. So I think for that reason, I mean, he's not bad, but you can't just throw him on a team anywhere and you're like, okay, he's instantly going to be good. That's just not how he works. So in total, I gave him a 44.5 out of 50 unit score. So that's very good. Again, the only thing really dragging him down from being like a top unit in the game is that usability. I feel like usability wise, he is a little bit lacking, but again, a 7 isn't the worst thing ever. So that is my unit evaluation for Beerus. Let's go ahead and jump back into the final sort of summation, final breakdown of the unit, and we'll call that a showcase video. Alright, so I pretty much summed up all my thoughts in that breakdown section, the evaluation section. But I mean, Beerus, like, he is the epitome of like a polarizing unit, right? If you build a team around this guy and you have this guy as your centerpiece to your team, he is like, there's no other unit that can match this guy's damage. I mean, there are, but there are very few, like maybe like a handful of units that can match this guy's damage output. Defensively, he's also very good. And then Whis is a perfect partner for this guy, because if you're using Whis just as somebody who can like just sit there and like buff your damage, he's good in that regard because he has the dodge, so you don't even have to worry about him defensively either. So, I mean, obviously, there's some phases of events, like the last phase in Legendary Goku event, where he's not going to be able to dodge, but that's an exception. I think overall, Beerus is not underrated by people, but I don't think they understand just how powerful this guy can be. If he gets active skill going, like, this guy's hitting like 10 million attack, super effective against all types with the Realm of God's enemies, and he's making key spheres, and he's healing also. That's something I actually didn't talk about too much in the video. He's actually healing with Whis in 2 ways. The Connoisseur Link is healing up with Whis, and Whis is also has a part of his passive where he's actually healing at the end of the turn when he's on the same turn as Beerus is. So he's bringing a lot to the table. Again, the only issue is that you have to be using him alongside a support unit like Whis, or like Vados, or Supreme Kai of Time, or West Kai, like any of those like top tier supporting units. It's just going to make this guy like a completely different unit. Like if you use this guy without supporters versus with supporters, it's like a night and day difference. They're basically different units at that point. But I think overall, this guy certainly is like the Beerus unit we've been waiting for in Dokkan for a long time. I mean, Tech Beerus when he came out was not even that good. Like he was okay. And then he got his Easy A. He was really good for a long time, and they were just like, okay, well, you know what? I think you guys deserve, like, you know, a true God of Destruction Beerus Dokkan Fest, and then we finally got this guy, and it's like, okay, whoa. I mean, you know, this guy is, you know, up there alongside other super powerful units like Cooler and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this longer breakdown video, unit overview, showcase, whatever you want to call it, and I will see you all in the next one.